Hi, I'm Greg and I'm from Elusive Media, and on the couch today we have the two original founding members of the band Troyen. So hello gents.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Yeah.
And you guys are here today just to kind of answer some fan related questions, giving a bit more information as to who you are and what you've done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of get started with it.
Saudações headbangers, eu sou F.Riot e vocês estão ligados no canal Cultura Metal. Hoje teremos o quadro Cultura Metal Entrevista, mas antes eu peço a gentileza que se inscreva no canal, ative as notificações, deixe o like, compartilhe este vídeo, siga o canal do Facebook e Instagram e comente à vontade. Hoje no Cultura Metal Entrevista teremos a participação de Jeff Baddley e Steve McGuire, membros fundadores do Troyen, banda da N.W.O.B.H Heavy Metal, que estará lançando agora pela Classic Metal um novo álbum. Gostaria de agradecer ao Jeff Baddley e ao Steve McGuire por participarem dessa entrevista. Também gostaria de agradecer ao Denis Pedro Zuliano e à Patrícia Vera por terem feito meio de campo, incluindo as legendas deste vídeo. Você conhece Troyen? Caso não, é a sua chance. E lembre-se, este é um canal de metal para fãs de metal. Forte abraço e valeu!
With it. So the first question that's been asked is, can you give us a bit of a brief history about the band?
Okay. Well, other than Jeff and I have known each other for a long time.
Too long.
Band in its original lineup formed probably early in 1981, and then carried on in sort of various formats till about the end of 82. Mm-hmm. So we went from a 4-piece to a 5-piece and then back down to a 4-piece again, single guitar and a dedicated singer. Then things, broke up, stopped, and nothing else happened again until we were requested to play, what was it now? Brofest, wasn't it, in Newcastle?
Yeah, 2015.
And yeah, we decided, we got back together, we recorded a first album, and the rest of the things have rolled on from there.
Okay, so you've been around for quite a while.
We had quite a big hiatus in between.
Okay,
yeah.
Which we will come to with one of the future questions. So, name your main musical influences.
Varied in the band, really. In the original lineup, you were looking at bands like Zeppelin, Purple, Cream, Free, Deep Purple, the White Snake, people like that. And then Bad Company, yeah. And then as the bands progressed and moved through lineup changes, we've got influences like Dokken, Metallica, Motorhead, Iron Maiden, Rush, things like that. So there's pretty much an eclectic mishmash of all things that were classic rock originally, with the early stuff from the late 70s up until the new 80s metal stuff as well. So that's basically what the sound we've got now. That's how we've derived the sound we've got now.
So, because I hear the phrase "new wave of British heavy metal,"
yes,
mentioned quite a lot.
That's a phrase that Jeff Barton from Sounds pigeonholed everybody in, probably about 1979. So if you were a rock band in 1979, you were and had some kind of punk-esque feel to what you were doing, because punk, basically, new wave of British heavy metal was a mishmash of punk and classic rock when it came together. New wave of British metal,
a bit more energetic.
Yes,
energetic rock had become quite tedious.
You were automatically put in that kind of pigeonhole. We didn't think of ourselves as a new wave of British heavy metal band. We were just a band, but people put us in that.
Put us in that little genre.
Yeah.
Saxon and Motorhead, Vardis, gosh, Tigers of Pantang, all those ones were in that group.
Many.
Yeah.
There's no going back.
Okay, so your first label, who were they and what was the importance of this label?
Truth be known, we didn't have a label. The label of the day for new wave of British heavy metal bands was Neat Records, based in the northeast.
Yeah.
And we were contacted by them, and we were talking to them, and we were going to do a single with them, and then split up. So it never actually happened.
Yeah.
But the single, one of the tracks that's on the new album called "Come On," would have been on that Neat single in 1982 had we recorded it.
So that comes on to my next question, which is, so the band broke up in 1982 and then resurfaced in 2014, releasing some EPs. So what was the reason for the split in 82?
Go on, Jeff. I guess it was life.
Life caught up with us. Women, life.
Families.
Those
things. And other paths, really. I think there are a few things. I mean, at that time, bear in mind, that new wave of British heavy metal, other than in America, was really beginning to die a death. It was petering out with things like the New Romantics, like disco stuff was actually coming as the popular music genre. Even punk really died out as you got into the mid-80s. Rock or heavy metal just completely disappeared. So I think there's a lack of interest in what we were doing, unless you were prepared, like Def Leppard, to go across to the States. So a combination of those factors, lack of interest here, just led us to go that way.
I'm glad to see someone's obviously texting a message now. So, question number 5. How did the contact with Classic Metal Records for the release of the CD anthology 1981 to 2019 come about?
Interesting story. We were playing as a support to a band called Quartz in Bolton.
Yes.
And the people who run...
Patricia and Denis.
Yeah, the people who run the label were there to watch Quartz, weren't they?
As part of a European holiday they were doing. Yeah. Because they're based in Brazil, so they were touring Europe as well on a holiday.
Yeah, and met up. They liked what we played in our support role.
Yes.
Came and had a chat with us and just said, listen, would you be interested in licensing to us, signing to us so we can market your CD around the world? And the idea of the anthology was just to bring everything that we'd done up to that point together into a single release, which made a lot of sense in many ways, because at the time there must have been 4 different CDs, I think, something like that, to put it all into one. Is it triple?
Double. It's a double. There was the things. There was the original demo we recorded in the early 80s. There was the Finish What You Started that we recorded when we got back together, and then there was 2 EPs, Stormchild and
I've forgotten them called.
The other one. And we brought them all together in the anthology.
So you did mention previously that is there a new release for the band?
Funny you should mention that, Greg. Yeah, there is.
And what can fans expect?
The album's called Falling Off the Edge of Forever. It's released on Classic Metal probably at the end of this month.
September.
September.
We're only just in September.
On the album there are 8 studio tracks. 1 track that we've re-recorded from one of the earlier EPs, and 3 live tracks that were recorded at festivals during 2019 before the pandemic shut live music down.
So, coming to my next question, despite the pandemic, are there any concerts scheduled for the band? Will you consider live streamed concerts? And where can people see you other than the couch?
Other than the
do a
couch,
streamed
we've
gig.
got several festivals lined up for the rest of this year. Pandemic and everything, making sure that they go okay.
They're UK-based, aren't they?
Trillions in Newcastle. We're playing in Leo's in Gravesend, and we're playing a festival in Blackpool for Rockforce. Then Internet next year, we've got gigs already lined up. And hopefully we'll be able to get back into Europe and get to France and Germany as well. Because we had quite a lot of success in Europe before the pandemic hit.
So, your contact details, if you want to say them, we'll put them in the bottom of the video scrolling across.
Okay, you can
now.
get you can get our merchandise on the thing that's behind us up here, because I've forgotten what it's called, and it'll be up here, and you can get all our merchandise, t-shirts, patches,
The new CD.
everything is available on there, and we will ship worldwide.
Okay.
You say he's been cheating on you, honey.
And final message, Jeff and Steve. Have you got a final message for your band's fans and channel subscribers?
Final message. Listen, thanks for all your support that you've given us in the past up to this point in time. That's helped. All the support you give us helps to finance and bring together things like the CDs we can release, and allows us the opportunity to tour. So just keep on, if you can keep on giving us your support, pass your comments in on the gigs and the dates we play. And we like to hear comments about the albums as well,
Of course
as
we
we
do.
go along. So,
Of course we do.
any comments you got, welcome received.
As long as you want us to carry on playing, we'll carry on playing.
So there you go. Thank you very much, gents.
Thank
Jeff
you.
and Steve.
Thank you very much, Greg. Thanks for hosting us tonight.
You're
Cheers.
welcome. And we will see you again soon. Anything further you'd like to know, if you write in the comments beneath, and I'm sure the guys from the band will answer any future questions.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.
Well,
Thank
indeed.
you.
Take care.